Hey there, guys and gals. Melodic Symphony here, and today we're playing some more Roommates, specifically Spring Break. Everyone's packing their stuff. Nobody can stop talking about our trip to the beach house. I'm a little worried that we still have to pay our own way, but I think I've got enough squirreled away. Luckily, I've got a van big enough to carry all of us down there, and since I'm driving, everyone else is chipping in for my gas. You almost ready? Almost, just a couple more things. Hey, what do you think of the swimsuit? Isabella holds up a skimpy two-piece against her shirt. Damn, I thought the beach house was a no smoking. Boy, please, I'm downright on fire. Anyway, hurry up, or I'll let you get going. Seriously, you ripped that last one on purpose. God, those last 3 miles were hell. Ah, you're full of it. Quit trying to blame it on me. Oh, come on, guys. We're here. It doesn't matter anymore. Our lungs will probably grow back. It's fine. It was a long 15-hour trip. We finally made it. The beach house sits before us, and the ocean sits just on the other side of it. It's pretty late. What do we want to do? Let's get settled into the house first. I want to see what the room situation's like. So, are we really the only ones here all week? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, Roxanne and the others had to bow out. They couldn't afford their own transportation. I'd feel bad, but this place doesn't really look big enough for all of us anyways. Anne's right. The house looks pretty cozy. Once we've got the door open and the place scouted, it looks like there are only 3 bedrooms. Each has a king-size bed in it, but still. Well, I suppose we could split off into pairs. Maybe someone can use the couch out here. Actually, let's use the 2 of the rooms for 3 people. We can go girls and boys. What? Why wouldn't we want to use all the rooms? I look at Isabella, who gives me a quick nod, and suddenly I know exactly what she's thinking. Because, numbnuts, we've already got a perfectly good split here. Why mess up all the rooms? Because it starts for the week. Well, that means we have to be rude? No. It's much better if we leave one of the rooms empty, where we know that none of the others will be in it. Where everyone knows that we shouldn't go into that room, especially without knocking. And Dominic looks between us. As realization slowly dawns on his face. I'm just saying, it's a long week, lots of folks about. Come on, Dishnik, catch the hint already. Yeah, I get it. You 2 are gross, but whatever, fine. Isabella and I high-five as everyone starts settling into the house. Everyone splits up across male or female, setting up their stuff down and making their sleeping arrangements. All right, boys, let's get our crap down. I figured there'd be a bed situation, so I've got my sleeping bag with me. Are you sure you're not just planning on spending the week in somebody else's bed? Hey, the week is young, my dim-witted friend. The week is young. And so are those hotties out on the beach. Dominic rolls his eyes while Rakesh shakes his head. I throw my bedroll on the floor while Dominic and Rakesh eye the bed. Ugh, I've slept in worse places. Let me see if I can find a few blankets, and I'll take the other side of the bed. Dominic walks out to find a linen closet. Ooh, this is so exciting. Yep, this one. I'm glad we are rooming together. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll manage to ditch that douchebag at some point and have some fun in here. Rakesh comes over and I put my arms around him. Let's have fun this week, Rakesh. Definitely. As Rakesh goes back to bed, I take the opportunity to swat him one on the ass. Fresh. Oh yeah, 100%. Motherfucking breadcrumbs. Alright, let's call it a night, gents. Got a long week. Get the lights, would you, Max? Yes, turn out the lights, Max. I'm sure nothing will happen in the dark. Oh, if it's hair-raising tales you're looking for. We all settle in for some fun on our first nights, and hopefully the last night I'll be spending in a bed alone during this trip. Come on, everyone. The beach isn't going to lie over itself. First one there gets to rub suntan lotion on my back. Everyone's up and dressed for some fun at the beach. Sally cooked us up some great vegan pancakes for breakfast. I have to admit, I'm looking forward to spending the day on the beach. Our first day here, we basically just went into the nearby town and picked up supplies. We found a nice little outlet mall. Sally and Dominic wanted to look through it a bit, so we ended up spending our day in town just enjoying the local flavor. Today is promising to be some fun on the beach. The sky is clear, the water is warm, and I can't wait. Now this is my idea of a good week off. Our section of the beach is private, but I've still got more than an eyeful with the ladies running around. And in the incredibly unlikely chance I get bored, I can just walk a little ways over and be in the public property. Suddenly it's girls galore. Not to mention the number of guys running around in almost nothing. Reminds me to keep up my energy. Rakesh and Sally are looking over the water. It looks like they're thinking about going in first. No, Rakesh, you're not going to be able to snorkel in there. It's too shallow. I suppose looking at it, you may be right. Still, I would like to explore and see. Anne and Isabella are sitting under a beach umbrella, putting on their various creams. Anne's got a couple of books next to her, and it looks like she knows what she's doing today. Meanwhile, I'm trying to help Dushnik set up a net for some beach volleyball. No, it has to go on the third rung, you dumbass, otherwise it's going to be too low. It's a net, not a limbo stick. Shut up, jackass. If you don't get it straight, we won't be doing anything with it. Oh, Rakesh, shake that pretty ass, boy. Behave, Isabella. Come on, Rakesh. Let's see how deep it gets out there. Watch out for the undertow, you two. It's nice to have the whole house out here, getting along and enjoying the beach. It almost feels like we've got our own nice little family. A few hours later, everyone's gathered around the deck table with another great lunch properly finished off. Thanks for the meal, Rakesh. That was great. Yeah, man, good job. Though I'm eyeing that grill, I think we may have to fire that up tonight. We brought charcoal, right? Yeah, and some hamburger and veggie patties. Oh, that sounds delicious too. I'm just gonna end up stuffing myself silly this week. Well, then we're just gonna have to exercise that much harder. True. We should go do something now. Hey, let's put that volleyball net to good use. What do you folks say? I'm game. Let's do it. I'll lead one team. Don't you get enough trying to herd cats being our RA? I'm not gonna stop until I whip you into shape. The rest of us decide it's not worth to argue with him and let him lead one of the teams. Sally volunteers to lead the other one. The two confer for a few moments before turning to us with their team selections. Okay, we discussed what seemed fair, and for the teams, it's me, Rakesh, and Anne for Team 1. For Team 2, it's Sally, Isabella, and any stray hobos they can pick up. Sally elbows Dominic in the ribs. Come on, Max, Isabella, let's clobber these suckers. Isabella and I cheer and high-five while we walk over to Sally. The three of us huddle on our sides of the net and make some strategy. Okay, Max, you're going to be our first server. We know Anne's our weak point, so try to pick her out if you can. Don't be mean, though, okay? Hey, all's fair in love and war. Huh, coming down there, Top Gun. We've got this. You've got a good height advantage. Just spike that ball whenever you can. I nod as we all put our hands in the middle and then pull them up with a cheer. He jumps ready for the fire. Don't get too cocky, Missy. We've got brawn and brains to spare. Pfft, you mean you've gone spare? We have spare tires in our brains. Everyone looks at Rakesh for a moment, but decides to let it pass. What say we make this interesting, folks? Oh, what are you thinking? Let's say the winning team gets out of cleaning duties for the rest of the trip. Oh yes, I will enjoy all my extra free time. Ha, you wish. Dominic fishes a quarter out of a pocket and flips it. He points to me and says to call it. Luckily, the tails doesn't fail me and it's our turn first. Dominic tosses me the ball and it looks like it's my serve. Sorry. Dominic. I haul back and serve the ball as hard as I can straight at Dushnik's face. I come up a couple inches short, but I can see his face sour. He knows exactly what I was doing. I try not to laugh as he just barely sets the ball up. Rakesh leaps up to tap the ball over the net, but Sally is right on our side and powers the ball home to their side. Bam! Nice one! 1 point to our side. We rotate positions, but Dominic serving this time. He tosses the ball and does a jump serve right to Isabella. Isabella laughs. She easily returns the ball back over the net. We get a couple of good volleys in. Rakesh almost spikes one home, but a last-minute dive by Sally saves it. Suddenly, just as I'm figuring out that Dominic's jump towards the net is a fake out for Anne's bumping it over, I realize that the ball's coming right for me. I need to try to score here. I take a good run and leap at the ball. There's a perfect opening right between Rakesh and Anne. I spot the ball like I just tried to steal the last cookie. Dominic's too far out, thanks to his feint, but Rakesh tries to save it. It bounces off him and out of bounds. Suck it, fools, our point. I'll get you next time. After another half hour, we're all feeling hot and sweaty, but it's been great exercise. Sally's team has scored 14 to Dominic's 12. We're getting really close to match point, and it's my serve again. I have a chance to maybe end the game right here since we're only playing to 15. Now where to serve it this time? I know those two have been covering Anne this whole game, and I think Dominic is expecting another cheap shot. I rear up and slap the ball home right to Rakesh. I watch as the ball sails right past him, smacking the sand right on the inside edge of the boundary line. Woohoo! Aced it! You did it, Max! That's match point for us! Everyone laughed and cheered as the final point was scored. I throw my arms out and Isabella and Sally come over for a congratulatory hug. I try not to let my grin get too big. Great game, suckers. Have fun cleaning up. I believe it's time for me to get back to my tanning. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have some fun now. Good game, everyone. The final tally was Dominic's 12 to Sally's 15. I wandered over to the water and took a few minutes to stretch. That was a lot of fun, and I really can't wait to see what the rest of the week will hold. The last 2 days have been incredible. I've been hanging out with my friends on and off the beach. This has probably been the best vacation of my life. Skimpy outfits, hot sun, a chance to show off here and there. It's been awesome. It's all the more disappointing that tomorrow we'll have to pack up and head back to the dorm. Still, I've got one more day to spend here, and I'm gonna make sure it's the best caper yet. I think everyone's had the same thought, actually, and after Dominic made everyone breakfast, we all split up to sort of do our own thing. I've gotten a good breakfast, a good shower in. Now I just need to figure out what to do with my day. I walk out into the deck and take a brief moment to watch over the waves. God, it's beautiful here. I can see our Professor Task bought it and why he wanted to keep it to himself. Where did everyone go today? I think Rakesh went to the garage. He's probably painting something there that he shouldn't be. Isabella probably went to go fall asleep on the beach. Sally built a bird feeder late Wednesday, so she's probably out getting that set up. And I think Anne went back inside to read by the window, so I guess it's a bit cooler inside. I know the last quarter of the year is coming up, and I probably won't have another chance to get some good alone time with someone. If I don't make something happen now, nobody's gonna have time to try to make it happen later. Yeah. I take a quick look at my shirt before I go after Rakesh. Luckily, it's an old beater, so you never know how messy it's going to get with Rakesh. I make my way into the garage, finding Rakesh staring at a canvas. I can see the sketch of me in the park from the other week. Hey man, haven't gotten a chance to paint that yet? Ooh, achievement unlocked, painting fun. Oh, Max, Hanno, I was wondering what style I should do it in. There's something bold about your figure that makes me want to use striking colors. I do rock pretty hard. It's difficult not to paint me up pretty awesomely. I grin at Rakesh, who just laughs at my joke. I walk over to Rakesh and put an arm around his waist while I look at the picture. He's done a great job of capturing my likeness. There's almost something radiant about the sketching he's made of me. Man, Rakesh, I don't know if I can live up to this radiant image you have of me. Rakesh shakes his head, turning to look at me while he snakes an arm around my waist. There's nothing to live up to. I have only drawn what is there. I don't know what to say. Say you will model for me again? Ha! Gladly. You definitely need to try to get this face on canvas again. Oh, did I get something wrong? Oh, yes. I pick up a paintbrush from the nearby easel and use it to dab playfully at Rakesh's face. See, you missed this spot. And this spot. And definitely a wide swatch here. Oh yeah? Well, I think I should paint here and here and here. Rakesh's own paintbrush jabs around my face and some of my chest. I laugh as he pokes the bristles into me. I try to fend off the attack. Soon we're jabbing at each other with our paintbrushes, yelling about, "This is a good place," or "I'll paint this spot." Oh, how can I paint this spot if I don't get a good idea of how it feels? Rakesh makes a quick grab for me, running his hands all over my obliques. And actually kind of tickles. Knock that off, you jerk. Let's see how you like it. I make a play for Rakesh's sides, but he dodges out of my way, quickly striking in for another attack on my sides. I finally manage to get my arms around Rakesh, and we both just stand there laughing as we catch our breath. Looking at his goofy grin just makes me happy. I really like spending time with you, Rakesh. And looking at this picture, and at you, I think you care about me too. Very much, Max. You have made my trip to America worthwhile in a way that I've never really thought would be possible. I have admired you for a long time, and I don't think I could have expressed myself properly anywhere but this great country, here with you. I draw Rakesh a little closer to me, putting an arm around his shoulder, and Rakesh puts his other arm around me, and we just stand in the garage, embracing. I breathe deeply. Rakesh smells like paint, and that just seems like the most appropriate thing in the world to me. I almost want to laugh. I can't say I ever saw this for myself, Rakesh, but you're just so sweet, and I just want to be around you for as long as you'll let me be. My eyes meet Rakesh's for a brief moment as we both smile. Finally, almost achingly slow, I reach my head down and press my lips to his. I tilt my head and lean into the kiss. His lips are soft, but firm as they press back into mine. His hands are still clasped tightly at my back, but mine begin to roam all over his clothes. I want to be with you as well, Max. I would like that very, very much. Our faces meet again as our tongues come out to gently probe at each other. Suddenly, I feel his hand sneaking under my shirt. I raise my arms and let him push the fabric up and off my chest. His hands begin rubbing gently, first on my abs, then on my chest, finally at my arms, and our kisses have grown heavier and more urgent. His lips leave mine and begin to travel down my neck, slowly, making sure to cover every inch. At last, his lips cover one of my nipples, which he starts to lovingly lick, and while his hands slowly caress the other. I let a small moan of pleasure escape my lips as I place a hand behind his head, letting his hair fall through my fingers. Rakesh switches between my two nipples as I reach down and begin to tug insistently at his shirt. Finally, free of the garment, I run my hands over his shoulders and arms as he kisses way over my arms. Slowly, he starts pushing me towards the wall of the garage. I back up with him, reveling in the sensation of his body and mine. Finally, my back hits a wall, and I feel Rakesh climbing back up. Our lips meet again as his hands grab my hips. He pulls my crotch to his, and his tongue penetrating deeply inside my mouth. I admit, I melted a little at the feeling of it. I reach around, cupping his ass, massaging and squeezing it. I move my head around and nibble on his ear for a moment. Rakesh's arms start working at the button of my pants, and I can feel him releasing the catch, pushing my pants to the floor. 30 minutes later, Rakesh pulls his shirt back on as I look at the painting a last time. Holy, you've really never done that before? Nor anything like it, with anyone, male or female. Well, damn, man. At any rate, you really have to model for me again. I think that I must capture that beautiful chest on canvas. The idea that generations will not know the look of those sculpted abdominals is a true shame. Rakesh, it's like you're reading my mind. Clearly this body must be preserved. For history. Rakesh laughs, but something in his eye tells me that he's at least partially serious. Well, whatever. You've got time to work on me. Let's see how this first one goes, huh? Rakesh smiles and turns back to his painting. I head into my van really quick and sit, watching him... What? I head into my van really quick and sit watching him while I work on my own art for a while. Okay, they changed, so I don't miss the final ending. I'm going to go ahead and quickly look at those. God, it was 20 minutes. Just look at the stats real quick. 300 to 200, yeah, we're fine. And then in total sum of 600 for the 2 stats for the best ending epilogue. There may be other prerequisites for some characters, but it was called... Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you on the next one.